everyone, Linda Talon here. How are you? Thank you so much for coming back and joining me on another topic. And again, I really appreciate all of your feedback and input. And if you really like what you're hearing, if you feel like this resonates with you, I truly want to make sure that you see yourself in me because I'm right there with you. I'm taking the leap of faith and all the things that I'm telling you to do and watch and see and be. I'm doing it myself. I live it. I breathe it. I walk my walk. So I'm not someone here behind the camera that's dictating and saying this and that, and I'm right there with you. The topic today is called The Best Things in Life. The best decisions you'll ever make are not logical. And I know you're probably thinking, wow, how could that be? But I will tell you this by past experience, doing research on thousands and thousands of successful people that have made a change, a radical change in life. There's a very, very fine line between genius and insanity. So a lot of times we overthink things, which can really get us into trouble. And sometimes when we do something that doesn't make sense, it literally leads us into the best path. Let me give you a perfect for instance. If you go on a tour, you take a cruise, if you're on the ship and you're getting off with all the other tour people and you've got this rigid guided schedule, you're going to see the basic tourist things. You're going to see the nice, scenery, the palm trees, the stores, the shops. You're going to see all that. But what if you said, okay, I'm going to take the road less traveled. I'm going to take a journey off the beaten path. And chances are, if you go away from the herd, you're going to see dolphins and whales and locals and unique little shops that were not on the beaten path. You're going to see so much. You're going to get so much more out of it. But the point is, you've got to give yourself permission. Most of the best things in life happen when you don't plan it. What about that guy or that girl you've been wanting to go out with and talk to, and you're like, oh no, she's or he's not from, my neck of the woods, or he's different or she's different. Take the chance. If you don't ask, it's always a no. You're no further ahead. If you ask, yeah, you might get rejected, but at the same time, if it's always a possibility that it's going to lead you somewhere really, really good. There's a story about a guy that was going through the woods. He was hiking, and when he was hiking, he was going through a lot of brush and a lot of trees, and he was getting stuck with all these burrs. Oh, you know what the burrs are? They kind of attach themselves. They got like pointy little needles, and they're sticking to his jacket. And he went home, and as opposed to just picking them off and throwing them in the trash like most people would do, he looked at them. And he's wondering, wow, this is pretty interesting, the way they kind of stick to you. And they're kind of like, they're kind of great because they're really, very solid in the way they stick to you. Long story short, that is the birth of Velcro. That is an actual true story. He took something from a hike and made it into a multi-billion-dollar industry. There are opportunities everywhere, but they're not logical. Every person that's ever done anything extraordinary, out of the ordinary, different, unusual, is criticized, put down because it's not the norm. And people have a tendency, if we can't put our finger on it, if it doesn't make sense, we label it as crazy or weird. And then you find out later on that person was a genius, that person made a multi-million-dollar deal. Most of the things are not logical. I was married one time to someone that people said, don't get married. He doesn't have anything to offer. But my gut, my heart told me this is the right person for me. Long story short, without getting into a lot of detail, we created amazing businesses together. He's a genius, very brilliant, trend-setting avatar, genius type of a person. And I knew in my heart that this is a person that's going places. Sometimes we need to see the vision. Anyone can look at the completed product and judge it and criticize. There's three people in the world. There's three types of people in the world. The naysayers and the critics. Those are the first ones. They're going to tell you everything. And those are the people that have never done anything. And the other ones are the talkers. Yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get around to that. Yeah, one day. It never happens. And then a very minute, small group of people that change the world. These are the ones that are the doers. So there's the critics. And again, if you really, really study them, they usually don't do anything but criticize. They've never done anything in their life. There's the talkers, and then there's the accomplishers. Stop overthinking, guys. Stop standing in the way of your own brilliance and genius. I'm telling you right now, act on those ideas even if people laugh at you. You're on the path to genius. Please give me your comments, give me your feedback, tell me what you think. I want to know what's going on in your life so I can fine tune this channel into making it even better, more powerful, and more amazing to get you to soar. Tune in again. Thank you for joining. I love this and I love you guys and I appreciate you. Thanks again.